I'll never understand what y'all call art forms. That's why people don't do comedy anymore. They're too concerned about their rapport to say a little more that could make people think, stretch their imagination further. There's nothing more offensive. It's true. Don't you love how this channel is just me agreeing with myself? I think that that's entertaining. You know, just listening to one woman put on this whole show because she's seemingly multiple people in her head. That's not true. I'm just a party. That's all. There's just a lot going on that I have to analyze. But, where are my fucking shoes at, dude? Where are my shoes? I know they're here somewhere. Okay. See, it's like totally falling apart. But yeah, I think that comedy in its original art form is dead. Because people... It's not about being canceled. I don't even know what that means anyway. I think that's just something that right-wingers like to whine about. But... I think that everybody being on the internet all the time is what has killed our idea of what things are. So people can say it's a political thing, and yeah, that's part of it, but it's not the reason why people's behaviors have changed. The things that we're paying attention to on a regular basis, it's like our lifestyle. I mean, my lifestyle hasn't changed, but everybody else's has. You know, everywhere I go, I know that I'm probably one of the few people, if not the only person, whose life does not completely revolve around a phone. Okay? That's a significant change. So, you know, it just seems kind of silly. People talk about all these other things, but that's the main thing that's contributed to, you know, our sensitivities being heightened. And you know, I think that Americans and, you know, Westernites have the tendency to just, you know, obsess about whatever we're told. You know, like, this is important at the time. You know, like, comedians, they make their living talking about, you know, whatever issues are hot. But, you know, if they're an actual comedian, and actual comedians are inherently counterculture, they're not going to want to talk about that. And if they do, they'll come at it left field. But yeah, there's no fucking pushback when it comes to, you know, the internet and our growing dependence on it for every motherfucking thing. And I can understand why there's no pushback, because if you push back on that, it's like the likelihood of you getting a gig is slim to none, because people are getting gigs via TikTok. They're getting gigs by, like, promoting themselves on fucking Instagram and shit like that. But if you're old school in relation to communication, people don't know how to relate to you. You know? Like, they think that you're speaking fucking Morse code or some shit, all because you don't want to communicate. On a social networking site. I mean, I've actually been able to talk to way more comics through Instagram. Like, if I had their number and I were to text them, they probably wouldn't text me back. But if I message them on Instagram, they'll get back to me immediately. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. But that's just the way it is now, you know? So I'm able to acclimate when I absolutely have to acclimate, but, you know, I'm gonna do whatever I possibly can to not let this internet culture reshape who I am as a person, you know, and that's fucked up. I wish that more people fought against that, but I don't think that they really mind so much, you know. I think that it's something that they're not even really aware of. But this kind of stuff is stuff that I typically pay attention to because nobody else is. And anytime that, you know, the majority of people aren't the slightest bit curious about something, that seems to be all I'm curious about.